The time finally came for my first international travel for leisure since the start of the pandemic. My wife and I were both so excited to take this trip without the kids for a change. We wanted to go somewhere that was not too far away, but a place that also offered some exciting and culturally stimulating things to do. We also wanted to go somewhere we both have not been to yet. We chose Vietnam, making Hanoi as our base. While prepping for the trip and imagining all the things that we were going to do, there was no doubt in my mind which watch I was going to take with me on this getaway. So why the Explorer 2? First, the obvious reason of tracking dual time zones. Although granted there is only a 1-hour time difference between the Philippines and Vietnam, it still felt cool to switch the hour hand 1 hour back and see the local hour not align with the time at home when we landed in Hanoi. The fact that you could do it without stopping the watch just made it more awesome. Being able to use the watch as the tool that it was intended to be used justifies its existence in the collection, even if you know deep in your heart that the reason why you added it is just because you really like it, with the additional GMT complication being a mere bonus. Second, it is the most unrecognizable Rolex in the Rolex sports catalog in my opinion, especially the polar dial. Most of its surfaces are brushed with very little polishing, so it does not stand out with a lot of bling. It is understated and easily worn without much fanfare. Although I felt very safe walking around Hanoi even at night, wearing an expensive watch that did not stand out just gave me that extra peace of mind that no one would be snatching it out of my wrist. If one tried to do it, the robustness of the clasp, extra lock, and the watch as a whole would make the whole ordeal quite challenging. Third, it is an adventurer's watch, or at least is marketed to be. The Explorer is for the mountains and the Explorer 2 is for the caves, and we knew that we would be doing some cave explorations in Vietnam. Although not full-on heavy spelunking, we did do our bit of checking out the caves in Ninh Binh, either on boats or on foot, and on kayaks in Halong Bay. There were also hidden temples and pagodas inside the caves on the mountainsides of Ninh Binh. Plus, it is always cool to take videos of your watch in its perceived natural habitat. Seeing how that chromalight glows inside the caves just gives me the goosebumps. Fourth, you are never too scared to bang it around and do anything with it. With very little polished surfaces and no polished center links, paired with a sturdy construction, a highly durable movement, and adequate water resistance of 100 meters protected by a screw-down crown, I had no qualms getting this wet when kayaking, exploring caves, hiking, or letting it take the extreme heat, humidity, and occasional downpours of Vietnam's scorching summer. I knew the Explorer 2 would not disappoint. It was built precisely for rugged adventures such as the one we undertook. These fine, robust tools should be used out in the wild every time, where they would more than prove their worth. It is also a good way to build memories with your watch. The watch did its job extremely well, made it easy to tell the time, made the differentiation between local and home time simple, did not call attention to itself too much, and took all the beatings from the humidity, seawater, heat, sweat, and accidental bumps and scrapes like the rugged tool that it is, and it still manages to look so damn good. Vietnam is a country rich in natural resources with friendly people, a vibrant economy, and a different, interesting take on history. The people that I encountered there are also very passionate about their history and proud of their heritage. While seeing some of the sites that showcase the atrocities of the different wars that took place there, one important lesson that I truly imbibed was this: in a war, there are no winners, only losers. In a war, humanity loses. I am glad that I made this trip. It was one of profound experiences of natural wonders, an encounter with the friendly people, and the retelling of history from different, interesting perspectives that would make you pause and think. All of this with my trusty Explorer 2 around my wrist, a more than perfect companion on this fantastic journey.